is currently 2:30 in the morning. And I'm supposed to be here talking to you about going to bed on time and waking up early. Gotta mess this one up. I have a few pointers that usually work for me. I promise, hear me out. They usually work for me. Just today, I don't really know what happened. So basically, I was planning out this video and I was trying to get a bunch of different scenes together, and the scenes took longer than I thought, and then I couldn't find the exact angles and stuff that I wanted, and then I kind of just lost motivation, and then I'm like, what am I doing? And then I started spiraling per usual, and I was like, is my YouTube channel even good? Back to the important stuff. Let's take this slow here. First, we need to know why. Why are we trying to wake up early? What are we trying to accomplish? Because if you don't know your why, you're never going to be able to do it. Imagine you're trying to wake up at 5 a.m., your alarm goes off, and you're laying in bed exhausted, and you're trying to figure out what even is the point. I can snooze, unless you already have plans for yourself in the morning as to why you want to wake up early. Once you know why you want to wake up early in the morning, you need to write those goals down, because I'm a firm believer in manifestation and just having your goals right in front of you at all times to remind you of what you're working towards. Because in the ins and outs of every day, it's easy to forget why you're even doing this, and you'll start making more and more excuses, and you'll stop actually achieving those goals because you've lost sight of what you're even working towards. So once I figure out why I'm trying to wake up early, if it's going to the gym, if it's to study an extra 2 hours before work, whatever it is, write those reasons down and have it somewhere visible for yourself at all times. So once we know why we want to wake up, we need to set some plans in motion for us to actually achieve this. And you can create that by making a night routine, making a morning routine. For example, for me, my night routine is pretty extensive. I start winding down like an hour and a half before I plan on going to sleep. So if my goal is to wake up at 5 a.m., I should be in bed, like phone away, trying to fall asleep, closing my eyes at 9:30. I need like a rigid schedule. If you don't need that type of accountability, you can be a little more flexible. But for me, I'm someone who needs to just be on a schedule to get stuff done. I don't know why. We're working on it. But for me, I'll come home from work at 3:30. I'll shower, do anything that I need to do, start studying by 4:15 the latest. Then I study from 4:15 to 8:30, and in between that time I'll have eaten dinner and I have my pajamas on and stuff like that. Once it's 8:30, I put all my study stuff away, and it's very important to put your phone away an hour before you go to bed, because you end up spending a lot of time just wasting time scrolling, being on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, and you're waking up your brain with all of this nonsense, and then it becomes harder to go to sleep. Ideally, at my peak level of productivity, you need a visual. My peak level of productivity, my phone is away an hour before I go to bed. So my phone is away at 8:30. Once I put my phone away, I put all my study stuff away, and then I go wash my face. I have my Micelle water, Michelin star water, whatever it's called. Then I use some type of cleanser. I usually use Cetaphil, and then a toner. I use a moisturizer, and then some type of oil to seal everything together, and then an eye cream. And I do this every night. This is just not only to keep the bags away, but it's also a way of just taking care of myself at the end of the day, and it feels very therapeutic for me. If you guys want a rundown of my skincare routine, just let your girl know. I can do that in the future. I am here for the people. After I do my skincare routine, I brush my teeth, then I come back to my room and I'll either start stretching first. I always stretch 10 minutes before bed. I don't know, I think it takes all the stress away from the day. You've been up around for 6 hours, 8 hours, either studying or you're at work, and then you come home and study. And the best way to alleviate that stress physically, at least for me, is to stretch. So I stretch before bed. I try to do it for at least 10 minutes. Sometimes it's more, but the minimum is 10 minutes. And then once I'm done stretching, a really good way to alleviate the stress mentally is to do something I like to call a gratitude meditation. So I'll sit down on the floor. I say everything that went well for me today and everything I'm grateful for. Today, I'm grateful I woke up this morning. I'm grateful I have my health and I can use all of my limbs. I'm grateful for my family who supports me in all of my dreams and my goals. I'm grateful for a roof over my head and food to eat. I'm grateful for Khan Academy and that last piece of gum I found in my purse. And it allows you to go to bed with positivity and gratitude for what is going right in your life, because sometimes you're in rough spots in life, but it's always good to remember that you're privileged in some way, even if it's small to you, even if it's not, everything you wish it was. You at least have one good thing going for you, and just to remind yourself of that really puts things in perspective, and I think it's a great way to go to sleep. Once I'm done with my grateful meditation, I climb up into my bed, turn off all the lights except for maybe a dim light. I usually keep these lights on, and I'll journal before I go to sleep. Journaling is kind of like the gratitude meditation. It's just a way to take a snapshot of your day. It's nice to look back at, to see your evolution in your mindset and stuff like that. I'll write down the things that went well for me throughout the day, the things that didn't go so well, the things I wish I would have done better, the things I wish others would have done better to me, why it bothers me, and just really getting all my thoughts out so that I can go to bed with just a peaceful mind. After that, lights are out. I play rain sounds on my Google Home, and I'm in bed and I'm asleep until 5 a.m. Now, that's just my night routine. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the same thing for you. Whatever makes sense for you in your life, whatever makes you happy, whatever helps you wind down for the end of the day, that's what your night routine should be. After you have your night routine, it's really important to change your mindset about waking up early, because a lot of the times if you're transitioning from being a night owl to being a morning person, you already have the idea that you're a night person. You're just not a morning person. You can't do mornings. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not a morning person, I'm a night owl, I just can't wake up early, you're going to start staying up later and then try to attempt to wake up early. And then once you fail at that, then you're just going to say, see, I told you I'm not a morning person. And it's just this reoccurring cycle because it's something you're setting into place and you're doing subconsciously. It's called something in psychology. Put it down below in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. It's in the MCAT flashcards. I just can't remember the name of it. So it tells you how well I'm doing with studying. No, I can remember this. What? It's literally on the tip of my tongue. It's pissing me off. Why was I even saying this? Yes, changing your mindset about what it means to wake up early. Once you're in the moment and your alarm's going off at 5 a.m. and you're hating the world and you don't understand why you would even do this to yourself, in that moment you need to change your mindset. So when you're cursing yourself out in the bed, just think, I have the opportunity to wake up today. Some people didn't get that opportunity. I'm so grateful. While it's peaceful, no one else in the world is up. Everything is quiet outside. And there's a sense of pride and admiration for yourself when you do something that you say you're gonna do and you actually come through for yourself. And not only that, just knowing that you woke up before everyone else, it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're trying your best and you're doing something right. So that's what helps me. Once you've changed your mindset, you need to create a schedule that allows you to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Some people can run off of less, some people need more. A good in between that studies have shown is really the middle ground that everyone should be getting is 8 hours of sleep. If you want to go to bed early, to wake up early, make sure that time interval is at least 8 hours. Or if you only need a few less, I would do 7. If you need a little more, 9 or 10. I think 10 is cap though, because Now, once you've created your night routine, you're making sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep, and you're changing your mindset about how you're thinking about waking up early. Now it's all about consistency. Your body just will adjust naturally. and it will become a part of the norm. You'll start getting tired at the time you usually go to bed. You'll start waking up naturally at the time that you wanted to wake up. And you'll start associating positive things to your night routine because you're winding down in a way that makes you feel comfortable, in a way that helps you relieve stress from the day, and you're preparing for the next day. You're naturally going to get better at waking up early if that's truly your goal. With doing stuff like this, you're just trying to take as many opportunities away from yourself to fail as possible. And the more you plan, the more you avoid those pitfalls. It is now 3:23. I am done talking. I cannot believe I've been talking for so long, and this video is literally going to be so short. I hope it helped at least one person. If it did help someone, I can go to bed in my grandma pajamas, super proud of myself. If it didn't help someone, sorry. Hit that like and subscribe button though. Anyway, that's all. I'm exhausted. I'm going to sleep. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video or whatever. Hey Google, turn off the lights. I didn't really do much, did it?